Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge indoor-outdoor wall sconce called the Flux. This is the 3090. So this is a beautiful fixture, beautiful forging as it goes down in that spiral. Check it out. There's also an indoor version of this, but this one you can use indoors and outdoors. Provides a lot of light right on the ground so you can get around to where you need to go. Okay, let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 23.4 inches, that's going to be overall height. Width on it is coming in at 5 inches, and projection, that's going to be the distance from the wall coming out, is only 4 inches. That allows this to be ADA compliant. ADA compliancy is Americans with Disabilities Act that says a sconce can only come out from the wall up to 4 inches, so people can pass by it very easily, and this qualifies good for that. If you're an architect or an interior designer, you're working on a commercial project like a doctor's office or maybe a resort, possibly a restaurant, this would be a good one for you. Remember, you can use it inside or outside. If you're a homeowner, same deal. Stairways, hallways, corridors, it's nice and flush to the wall, that 4 inches. Good for all of you guys. I want to show you a little bit more information about all of that, and a little bit how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions right now. So if you are on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen midway down. You're going to see a link. They'll say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. So in addition to just showing you a full parts list, information about the back plate, it's also going to show you schematic drawings of the back of this fixture and how it goes over your 4-inch junction box. The mounting height's 11.7 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your J box. Back plate's coming in at 23.4 by 5 inches. So you can use that information well before you get the sconce in your placement of these, or just to make sure it's going to work for you. Okay, coming in at 5.2 pounds. It's made out of aluminum, so it's not very heavy. As far as lamping goes, you're going to be using what's called a GU10 socket. So a GU10 socket takes a GU10 bulb, and that's going to have the little prongs coming up on the bottom, and you basically just turn it on like that. This is a reflector bulb. This is the bulb you're going to be able to use. If you guys want to do old school halogens, you can still do that. Let's see, up to 50 watts, but I don't think you need to because there's so many great LEDs that'll go into this, and let's hit that now. So as far as LEDs go, it's an MR16. Actually, the halogen would be an MR16 as well. So, but I happen to have a, let's see, where's this guy from? I think this is an Amazon Basics, and that's actually one of my favorite bulbs, Amazon Basics halogen, I'm sorry, LEDs, the reflectors that'll push light in one direction. So I use these all the time in our showroom if I get the opportunity to do it. This is a probably a 6.5 watt, and that's about the equivalent of a 50 watt bulb, so it's easy to get. It's also, we talk about the color of light coming out of these things all the time. They're going to give you choices when you're out there, and again, I'm not pushing Amazon, but they're actually really good. Those Amazon basic bulbs are awesome. So they're going to offer these things to you in what's called 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be super yellow light, but they're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight. And just be very careful because daylight sounds like it should be a warm light, like sunlight. It's not. That's that bluish white light, like on an overcast day or a hospital waiting room. What we like to use in our showroom is what's called warm white, soft white. And the light coming down from these bulbs above, these are 3000 Kelvin LEDs, warm white, soft white. So we like that 3000 Kelvin to use in our showroom. It's kind of what we do here. A couple other quick things. This is also going to be dimmable. So if you're going to be using this inside, you might be flanking a fireplace or a piece of art, or maybe in a hallway or something like that. You can put it on a dimmer. If you're going to be using this in an application outside, you might actually end up putting this around a porch, on a deck, possibly around a pool, and you're going to hang out with your friends well into the evening, and you want to get something that's nice and easy to dim down. Just buy the dimmable versions of the bulbs, and it'll dim down just like candlelight. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with the picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.